Hello friends, my name is Ashwati
And my name is Vishal.
and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to share with you a normal expenses of our daily life in UAE so that you get an idea about the cost of living in UAE.
So let's start with the largest expense which we have and which most of us have in UAE, which is the rent. For us, we recently moved from a studio apartment to a one-bedroom apartment, from a downtown area to a island area. So as of now, we are paying 55,000 for a year for this apartment in Dream Island in Abu Dhabi. So it's roughly translates to around 4,500 per month. So this is the biggest chunk of our monthly expense. Now, when I say 4,500, don't fret because this may be on a higher side because we have lived even in 2,500 per month, and still there are a lot of flats available in that range. It all depends on what size of flat you want, what kind of area you want to live in, and it also depends on which emirate are you in. So in Abu Dhabi, house rents are usually that we have seen as higher than other emirates. While if you go to the other end, like Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, it will be very cheap. It all depends on where you work.
Second expense we incur on a regular basis is the grocery expenses. For grocery, what I generally do is I always have a budget and we track it on a regular basis. So what we have come to a conclusion is that our monthly expenses on groceries goes around 800 dirhams to 1000 dirhams. And I would like to tell you that we are mostly vegetarians and we have stopped, or we can say that we are not consuming non-veg much. But again, I would like to tell you, vegetables are more expensive here than non-veg food. Yeah, so eating vegetarian is a little bit expensive because here in UAE, vegetables are not that much grown, and you can get meat very easily, but not vegetables. So vegetables are imported from other countries. So the expenses in terms of buying vegetables is high.
So next is the fuel or transport related expenses that we have. We usually spend around 500 per month for just fuel and parking. We don't spend on car because the car is provided by the company. If you're also using public transport, maybe the expenses would be somewhat similar, maybe a little lesser than this. And if you plan to own a car, a monthly EMI would come anywhere around 700 to 1,500 dirhams based on your budget.
Next up is electricity, water, and municipality bill. We say it as ADDC bill here in Abu Dhabi. So that comes around roughly 500 dirhams and it is inclusive of the municipality bill. Municipality charges in Abu Dhabi is calculated like this. The rent amount, we are paying 55,000 dirhams. So 55,000 dirhams into 5% we are paying, that is divided into 12 months. That is the constant in our bill. So basically the municipality bill comes around 250 dirhams. And apart from that, 250 dirhams comes for the water and the electricity bill. And one more thing I would like to add is that here in UAE, the climate is mostly summer weather. The temperature goes somewhere between 30 to 45 degrees Celsius for most of the year. So that is 6 to 7 months. It is hot and humid climate. And 4-5 months we have little bit of pleasant where you can switch off your AC, but here the ACs are 24 hours working. Otherwise, what happens is there is a humid issue inside the homes. So unfortunately, even if we want to, we cannot switch off our ACs to reduce the electricity bill. So that is one thing which I would like to tell you.
And talking about AC, I forgot to add there are a lot of buildings in Dubai and Abu Dhabi which have separate charges for chiller. Chiller is basically AC charges. Now you will ask why AC is charged separately and why electricity is charged separately. Basically, what they do is there is a central district cooling unit through which cool air passes to every house, and they charge separately for that. And it seems that the overall cost is much lesser than what you usually pay without the chiller. So the next expense that we have monthly is the internet charges or the Wi-Fi charges that we have. So in UAE, there are only two major telecom companies, which is Etisalat and Du. You can go either with one of these, more or less their packages are same. So we here use Etisalat and we pay around 300 dirhams per month, which is like a 15 Mbps speed, unlimited downloads. We don't watch TV, so we have a pure internet package. Usually, this internet package is clubbed with basic TV channel packages and start from around 350 dirhams per month.
Now comes the mobile charges. So basically, Vishal gets his mobile charges paid by his company. But since I am a small business owner, I have to fund my mobile charges. So it comes around roughly 50 dirhams per month. Now to call India, we have international calling package activated in Vishal's phone itself. So that's how we speak to India. And otherwise also we do Zoom callings, and that's the only way we can talk. So I would like to tell you one more thing, that couple of applications are blocked in UAE. Like for example, WhatsApp calling is blocked in UAE. So it comes as a surprise to a lot of relatives when we tell them WhatsApp calling doesn't work here. So roughly I have 50 grams of recharge done for my Etisalat SIM and pretty much works fine. And I would like to add one more thing. Here in UAE, in almost all malls, restaurants, all public places, Wi-Fi is available. So that's why whenever I go out, I do not activate any internet services. So I save up a lot of amount like that. So I don't have any internet pack activated on my mobile phone.
So the next part of our expense is the leisure expense, which includes eating out or local travel or watching movies, which has greatly reduced in the last couple of years, which you might have known because of the pandemic. But however, when we just observed how much we spent, it was coming to around 300 dirhams per month. Majority of it is eating out. We are the big fan of eating out. We love to try new cuisines and just basically hog.
Yeah, we eat a lot of food, and that's the major expenses when we speak about leisure expenses. When we come to miscellaneous expenses, I would say most of the time when it is festivals, like for example Diwali or Onam, Vishu, festivals come, we spend a little more. Like we want to get some puja stuff, or we want to get something for ourselves, like new clothes or something. That's the time when we use our miscellaneous fund. So miscellaneous, on an average, we have kept around 200 dirhams. And finally, I would like to tell you, we live a very minimalist and basic lifestyle. Here in UAE, there are lots and lots of avenues to spend money. So it all depends upon one's lifestyle, how you lead your life. So maybe the way we spend the amount, which might be seen as very small amount, but there are avenues.
Yeah, for example, what we spend for an entire month on eating out, you can easily spend it in one sitting. But we usually prefer eating from budget restaurants. So we give preference to the food rather than the ambience. So.
Yeah, and in general, also, I personally believe that we are in a country, like we are not in India, and our main goal is to go back to India after achieving our financial goals. So we constrain ourselves from spending a lot of money here, so we kind of save a lot of money. So we have that saving mindset, and we want to just go back to India as soon as possible once we reach our financial goals.
So with that, this is how our monthly expenses looks like, and I hope you like the video.
Yeah, and I hope you got some insights. If you're planning to come to UAE, these are the general things which you can, look into, and that way you can negotiate with your salaries also, because that is one of the area which I feel people come here and they don't understand the kind of cost involved in living here, because it is an expensive country. Even though the salary might look very huge, expenses are equally high, especially real estate. So I hope you got enough insights. Thank you so much for watching our video, and if you did like our video, do not forget to subscribe, and we will be sharing with you a lot more videos regarding UAE living and our lifestyle, saving and things like that. Bye-bye.
Bye.